Thank you for tuning in and welcome to another video. Today I just wanted to give you a quick update on some of the projects that I have going on and hopefully what we can get done in the next couple months. Alright, well let's start off with the Lexus and what the plans are for this. You know what? Let's just go ahead and jump in and take it for a drive while we're talking. Alright, now that we're in the car, let's talk about it. That portion will be done and I can enjoy whatever power that it's going to make for a while. I think I'm going to, like I said, I'm shooting for somewhere in the neighborhood of 500 to the wheels, 600. Man, that thing sounds so good. Little wheel spin there, sorry. So that's the first thing, is get it back to the dyno, put that final tune on it. To the BMW now. Now let's talk about the plans for this. All right, let's back out of this. All right, well, so for the M4, what are the plans? The plans are that I will change the plastic charge pipes to some metal charge pipes so that we can have this tuned. Yep. Hopefully I'll get a boot mode and do just the stage one and get a maybe whatever the 100 horsepower or so added to this engine. That would be, I think that'd make it pretty good. Also, possibly doing the JB4 as well in comparison to it. The other thing that I'd like to do with this car is I want to get it to the track before any of that gets done. and I want to see what the stock times are, you know, quarter mile times. So that's going to be kind of fun for me. I haven't been to the track in a long time, and I'd love to take this down the quarter mile and see what it does 0 to 60 and quarter mile, you know. And at that point, go ahead and put the charge pipes on and boot mode stage 1 and see if there's a significant difference. This car is a lot of fun to drive too. Let me put on my seatbelt. All right. This thing is so quiet and so smooth, but whew, it does. The power delivery is so linear on this. But at any rate, that is my plans for this. Hopefully, like I said, that'll happen within relatively short order, you know. Gosh, what a fantastic power delivery. That is just so much fun. So, possibly the other thing that I might do to this is lowering springs. I don't know if I'm really going to do that or not, because like I said, I want to take this car on some rallies, cross country, and make it comfortable to drive for long distances. And I don't know if putting it on the Swift springs, that's probably the one I would go with if I do, would make it you know, a harsh ride. You know, I know that it'll make it look a lot better, but you know, I'm not sure if that's something that I want to do if I'm going to travel hundreds of miles in this car. So, but at any rate, that is the idea for this. Again, recap real quick. Charge pipe, some type of tune, and take it to the track both before and after, and possibly some springs. Now, I will take this car on a couple rallies, I hope, really soon. So, but at any rate, that's it. So now let's jump in the M Roadster. All right. Oh, goodness. So this car is kind of a conundrum for me. So if you guys don't know, and this is your first time here, this is a low mileage M Roadster. It has an S54 engine, which is the engine in all the, basically the E46 M3s. So this one has 36,703 miles. So not super low, but pretty low, especially for a 19-year-old car, you know. And it's a 5-speed. So the combination of this engine with the 5-speed is fantastic. This car is so much fun to drive. As a matter of fact, when you're at 4,000 or 5,000 RPM, you can't even tell that the engine is working hard. It's just that smooth and that linear in power. I mean, it really is an extremely easy to drive car. So that being said, the question is do you take it out and start putting tons of miles on it because it's so much fun to drive? Or do you keep it original and low mileage so that, you know, people can experience? And when I say people, like, I'll let friends drive it, you know, or sometimes I'll go to car meets and let somebody take it around the corner, you know, a mile or two, not that big of a deal. But they kind of get the feeling of what a still pretty solid engine feels like. An S54 without 100,000 miles on it or something like that, or a trainee that hasn't been beat to death, you know. So you kind of get the original experience of an S54 M3, you know. So that's kind of fun, you know, that's kind of neat to be able to experience that, you know. Or do you just take it out and just do whatever and start adding the miles and enjoying it yourself, you know? I'm on the fence because I think both sides are equally attractive. You know, I like the way this car looks. I enjoy just owning it. But at the same time, when I get behind the wheel, it's fantastic. The gears are so easy to shift. The engine is just so compliant, so buttery smooth. You know, you hit 6,000 RPM, it's not complaining at all. Such an amazing car. So again, I don't know if the best thing to do is, you know, lower it, make it an autocross car because it's small and nimble and has pretty decent power. So, you know, you can do some good times, as well as, again, because of the short wheelbase, just pitch it around, be able to, you know, really see what it can do on the track. You know, so there's another option, you know. You guys will have to let me know which you think is better, because both options sound good to me. You know, again, if I can offer somebody a ride or a drive in this thing 10 years from now, when, you know, and it only had maybe another 3,000 or 4,000 miles, what it still feels like, you know, the suspension, everything. And I know that the suspension may, you know, get a little older and everything, but just the fact that it's kind of an original car and you kind of get that feeling of how they wanted you to experience it back in the day is kind of neat, you know. So smooth. Man, listen to it. And that, the shifter is notchy, but it's so light. You know, this is so much easier to drive than the Lexus, for sure. What a fun car. But anyway, let me know. So that's where I'm at with this thing. Alright guys, well, there's the update. So thank you for stopping by, and again, let me know what you think that I should do with that, and we'll get that to the track as fast as we can. And that is already scheduled for the dyno, I believe. So alright, let's hope that gets there and see how all this goes. Oh, I do have the Bel Air back there, and if you haven't seen that Bel Air before, it's in one of my previous videos. Take a look at that. I have no idea where to start with that thing, so let me know what you think I should do with that. If I should, I don't know, just give me some ideas. But at any rate, that is the update. Please enjoy what you have, go to your car meets, and have fun with your mods. We'll see you guys on the next one, and thank you for tuning in.